Okay, today is April 14th, 2014, 10:07 in the morning, and I'm going back to Northern Station for another lesson in risk management a go-go, meaningless words, propaganda, inhumanity. Oh, the list just goes on and on. Anyway, the reason I'm here is because I was told by my LGBT liaison at the Chief of Police that the Northern Station, the captains of the Northern Station and Mission Station have been, directed to help me. That was on a prior video, and if you look below in the description, you'll see where I can point it out to you. In addition, I was in last week to naturally follow up on, the continuation of my trying to escalate, the culture of corruption, the non-accountability, the flow charting into oblivion and hell, nothing working, nothing being accountable. The cameras here, of course, not recording. When I was illegally 5150, of course, when I wrote to the San Francisco Police Department legal, they have no policies that govern these cameras, they sent me to the incorrect place. When I tried to follow up, of course, you guys have seen that video where, what, you don't like the answer we sent you? We've done everything that's required. Oh, the inhumanity just continues and continues and continues. Part of the reason why I'm here is because, in addition to the inhumanity, the perpetual insult to the LGBT gay community, mind you, like I said, I have been informed by my LGBT liaison that, the captains were directed to assist me. Now, you must understand that the flip side of that coin is, of course, I will probably be informed by my LGBT liaison representative that if they don't perform, I can always take them to the OCC. Please watch the videos in regard to OCC and my LGBT representative from the Chief of Police and, the accomplishments, the lack of results, naturally everything that I've asked and pointed out in the rigged methodology. Mind you, I have asked them about the safe zone and how that is being enforced, by giving me the respect, compassion, and honesty when I'm pointing out honestly that it's all rigged to fail and showing where, and then of course naturally being told, well, here we go, I'm sending you there because these people have been instructed to assist you. Oh, and by the way, if they don't, you can fall into this rigged procedure. How is that honesty, compassion, and sincerity? Actually, what it is subterfuge, obtusing the reality, and naturally propaganda, like the propaganda that will still be in the window here, at the Northern Station. So let me continue to illustrate, and it begs the question all along, where not only where is the professionalism, where is the accountability, and who will be accountable to the nothing but dead-end referrals, the lies, the non-accountability, the flow charted into oblivion, rigged procedure. I'm sorry, that's our city attorney's interpretation, whether it's correct, incorrect. It just goes on and on and on. So, once again, here we go. Oh, and of course, naturally, the sign is in the window. What are you going to believe? The sign in the window or the videos that show you the lies, the deceit, and everything else? It's an interesting question. Hello?
Mr. Garza, how are you?
Unfortunately, I'm still continuing to follow up in a procedure that does not work, is unaccountable, rigged, etc., etc. I am following up to, of course, continue what I did last time. I believe it was last week, come in and, leave a message for Mr. Ortega and the captain to please contact me via email, which they already have the address, so that I can continue to follow up and, document the lack of correct procedure, the propaganda in the window, the fact that I'm not able to give my statement, etc., etc. So could you please leave that message for them? And I will continue to await their non-performance, because up until this point, I still haven't been contacted.
Okay, just to confirm, you want to speak to Sergeant Artiga, not Ortega?
That may be what his name is.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So
Well, no, it's about a police report that I'm supposed to give a statement that, for some strange reason, it's just dragged out and dragged out. Basically risk management 101, we just want the time clock to tick away.
Well, I know that when Sergeant Artiga had tried to do an interview with you, he didn't have a problem doing it with it as long as you left the camera. You weren't allowed to bring it into the station, leaving it running. I think that was part of
I love your half-bitten sandwich. The other half of that sandwich is the fact that I told him I wanted to give my statement in the public area, which is not disallowed by law, and I was not
I'm going to do that for you, sir.
Sir, you may state that, whether it circumvents my rights or not,
Okay.
is still another issue that I can still bring forward.
Pass the message on for you, sir.
Pardon me?
I will pass the message.
Thank you, and the same thing to the captain, and, tell them that I'm still awaiting, and, I will continue to follow up, and, regardless of whatever your policies may be, doesn't mean that they're legal or correct. But I thank you for your interpretation. Oh, and by the way, maybe you can explain to me what the harm would be by them actually wanting to catch the perps and take my statement in a public area. Where is the harm in that?
It'll be a question that you'll have to pose to them, sir.
Ah, no, sir. You were very convincing in giving me your half portion of the sandwich. Thank you.
As you have posed and given yours, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Well, isn't the illusion beautiful? Well, once again, they will be given the information. Now, mind you, let's see if I'm contacted. Remember, I'm the one who's still being told that, they have been instructed to assist me.